Hey guys, what's up? Cocojobro here, and welcome back to a new episode where we go over some of the new perks that come in the new Resident Evil DLC dropping on June 15th. So right away we're going to go over the two survivors and then we'll jump into the new killer. So right now you guys can see on screen we have Leon S. Kennedy and we also have our girl Jill Valentine, which we'll get into a second. So Leon's three perks go as follows. The first one is the most iconic, which is the flashbang. After completing 50% progress of any generator, the flashbang is now activated. All you have to do is enter a locker without an item in your hand, hit the action button, and when you leave the locker, you will now have a flashbang in your hand. You can only have one. And what's really good too is that you can actually drop this item on the ground or replace it if you need to get an antidote if you're going against the Nemesis. Now what it does is it acts just like one of the firecrackers. You click it, throw it on the ground, in about a second it'll detonate and do a big flashbang, and you can actually save your partners if they're on the killer's shoulders. The second perk that we have here is Bite the Bullet. You make no noises, including grunts of pain, while you're healing. There is no noise notification of failed healing skill checks, and the healing regress is only by 1. So if you do miss a skill check, it doesn't go really bad, it's only 1%. So that's really cool right there. And then we also have the Rookie Spirit. So when you complete 3 good or great skill checks, you get actually a aura where you can see all the other generators if they're regressing. Normally they'll be around white if they are not really much regress, and it'll be more of a red if it's at like 90%. It's kind of like Wraith's perk, where it's an add-on where you can see the auras of the gens and how much they're progressed. Let's go over to Jill. Jill is our next survivor. Now Jill has some really good perks in the game, in my opinion, for this DLC. Now her first one that I think is the best one is called the Blast Mine. Blast Mine activates after you complete a total of 66% worth a repair progress on a generator. After repairing a generator for at least 3 seconds, press the ability button to install a trap that it stays active for 45 seconds. Affected generators will be revealed to all survivors by a yellow aura. Only one trap can be activated on a generator, and when the killer damages a trap generator, the trap explodes, stuns them, and blinding anyone nearby. Now I played a match where if you are on the top of a hill, and you know how the gen's usually at the bottom, it will literally detonate and blind you, even if your camera is looking the other way. It is a huge blast radius, and it usually stuns the killer for about 3 seconds. Also too, fun fact, there's zombies in the game when you play against the Nemesis, and you can actually flashlight the zombies and it stuns them for 15 seconds, especially if they're pestering you around a gen or a loop. The next one is Resurgence. Gain 50% healing progress instantly after being unhooked or unhooking yourself, Kobeing off of the hook. So mainly it saves your partner a good amount of seconds of healing you because you'll already have 50% of your health healed. Now at tier 1 it's 30%, tier 2 is 40%. Again, if you could see this, we're doing tier 3 perks. And now Counterforce. You cleanse totems 20% faster off the get-go. After cleansing a totem, you'll see the aura of the furthest totem for 4 seconds, and you gain an additional 20% stackable speed boost on cleansing totems for the remainder of the trial. So right off you start at 20. If you cleanse one totem, it's 40. Cleanse another one, it's 60. Cleanse another one, it's 80. And if you cleanse another one, it's 100%. So when you find that last totem, let's just say it's Noed, you'll know where it's at because it'll be revealed to you for 4 seconds. But at the same time, you can cleanse that totem at the end super fast. Now let's go over to our killer, which is the Nemesis. So Nemesis pretty much comes from Resident Evil 3. If you guys have ever played the game, he relentlessly chases Jill Valentine throughout the entire game, and the perk that comes first is actually Lethal Pursuer. So this perk really shines with the lore of Nemesis, and what it does is at the start of the trial, all the auras of the survivors are revealed to you for 5, 6, or 7 seconds. It is a dirty perk to know exactly where to go, to have eyes on who's on a gen, who's near a gen, who's near your totem, and it just gives you really good information. Moving on to Historia. Whenever you put a healthy survivor in the injured state with a basic attack, all injured survivors suffer from the oblivious status for 30 seconds. And you can only trigger this every 60 seconds. And the last one is Eruption. When you kick a generator, the aura of that generator is yellow. When you put a survivor into the dying state, every affected generator that you've kicked, it regresses that generator by 6% and causes the aura to disappear. Any survivors who were repairing that generator that they were on now suffer the incapacitated, and they also scream, and they do that for 14 seconds. So this is a really good mix between Surge, whenever you get someone down and they're near 32 meters of where they died, and the generator will pop for 8% and it'll keep regressing. But it's also like a mix of Oppression, where you kick a generator and 3 other generators, you know, they'll start to regress. And then also what's really cool is it's kind of like Jill's perk, where you kind of set a trap on all the gens. And it's kind of like Thrilling Tremors, because they can't do that gen for 14 seconds. So I think this is a really cool perk, because it's, if you add this with Thrilling Tremors, when you pick someone up, you'll know who it was on a gen, and when you knock them down, they get kicked off of the gen. Thrilling Tremors will pretty much stop people doing gens, and it's just a really good combo with that. So not only are you going to incapacitate them for 14 seconds, they can't get on the gen, Thrilling Tremor kicks in, it's really good. So these are some really good perks. If you go through Nemesis's add-ons, a lot of them just deal with survivors using the vaccines. So when you infect them with your power, they have to use a vaccine to not get contaminated. The zombies move a lot faster. The infection rate increases. There's just certain things that it just adds on. And this one gets people exposed if they use the vaccine for 12 seconds. And you'll automatically know where they are because you get a little heartbeat. And this one tremendously increases the zombie movement speed for 30 seconds after generators are repaired. The zombies are really fun. Normally there's 2 zombies that spawn on the map, so you really want to utilize that to your advantage. But that's pretty much it, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll cover more things and give you guys more builds, and I think you guys will really like the videos to come. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have some fun and enjoy this new PTB. See you guys.